What do you do when all the odds are against you? What do you do when you are at the point of pain? That point when it seems as though the heavens are closed and as though all hell is against you. What do you do when it seems like God has abandoned you? You know that there is a God, but now you are confused if He even exists. There are times when you do not choose the battles that come into your life. What do you do when the battle chooses you? What do you do when something shows up on your doorstep that you did not directly cause, choose, or plan for? In fact, some of you today are going through the toughest seasons of your life. You are going through the hardest times of your life. No one informed you. No one mentored you or prophesied these tough days to you. You just found out that little by little, the problems kept coming. You thought the last problem was the last one, but now you are overwhelmed by many troubles you are facing. There will be seasons when you will suffer. There will be seasons for unbearable pain. I would like to encourage you to please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell to be notified each time we upload a new video. I know you don't want to hear this, but this is the truth. This will surely happen. There will be days of plenty and there will be days of extreme famine. How you respond in the bad days will determine if you will ever see the good days. Life can be hard sometimes, but it's worth fighting for and not giving up. No one may be able to understand your pain. It may even be that you care for people's problems, but no one seems to care about yours. You have gotten used to the pain, the disappointment, the fears and concerns. Life will always bring you tests. How you respond will determine the next season of your life. It's never about what's happening around you. It's always about what's happening inside of you. There is hope for a tree as long as the root is still alive. Never write yourself off, especially if you have a word from God about your future. At the time when you least expect, God will show up for you. God is in your tomorrow while you are crying about your today. Listen, why people react and get frustrated about their present is because they are not aware of what God has prepared for their tomorrow. I want to tell you something. You may feel afraid, but you still have an option. You may feel discouraged, but you still have an option. You may feel tired, but you still have an option. The number one goal of the enemy is to make us focus on the problem. If the enemy can get you to exaggerate the problem in your mind, he can get you to live in fear. No one is in charge of your reaction. No one. You are responsible for your reaction. Just because you have fear doesn't mean that fear has to have you. Just because you have anxiety and doubt doesn't mean anxiety and doubt should have you. Right now, you are in a state where you can't get out of that trouble. You blame yourself for making the wrong decision. You blame your father for not being there for you. You blame your mother for leaving your father. You blame yourself for not taking that opportunity. How long will you continue to mourn over your failures? How long will you continue to get attached to your pain? Detach yourself from that pain. Yes, I know that you are hurt, but that experience doesn't define you. Don't associate your whole life with one event. Many people are used to pronouncing death sentence on themselves. You are the number one prophet over your life. Whatever your mouth says is what your life will be. I'm not gonna make it. I am a failure. I can't be a success. I quit. Business is never going to rise. I have done too many bad things. God can't forgive me. I am a sad person. I feel used and abused. These are death sentences that most people pronounce on themselves when they encounter a situation. I want to tell someone, instead of speaking a death sentence, why not speak a life sentence? Speak life sentences into your life. The Bible says, a righteous man shall fall 7 times. How many times have you fallen? The fact that you are righteous doesn't mean that you won't fall. We are used to people faking perfection on social media and internet. We are pressured because we feel people's life are perfect and ours is nothing to talk about. The world of internet has created so much fake perfection to make the fake look real and the ugly look beautiful. When you go on the internet, people usually post their best pictures, the best restaurants they have ever been to. They post their best days and never their worst days. They post pictures and videos of their partners when they go on holidays. But they never post the arguments and the misunderstandings that they have with their partner. They give you a false identity that puts pressure on you. Focus on yourself and not what is happening around the world. Focus, brothers and sisters, focus on your life. Remember that this is not the first time you couldn't see a way and suddenly a way showed up. This is not the first time your heart was broken. This is not the first time you carried that thing. This is not the first time you didn't have enough money. This is not the first diagnosis that you've ever had. You will live to tell the story. Every glory has a story. There is a blessing in every pain. You are not a loser. Don't stop yourself by giving up. There is enough for you to accomplish. If the last thing you tried failed, guess what? Try another one. Who said your success must come from that business, that idea, that person? Who told you that God must use only one thing or that same thing to bless you? Who told you that lie? Who told you that if the first business crashes, another one will not come? You serve a God that is unlimited in His wisdom. Your last failure is not going to be your only failure. You will fail more times than you expect. After every failure, there is success. If you quit now, you won't experience the success. If you can work through the pain, I guarantee you on the other side, there is a reward. If you can get through your failure, I guarantee you on the other side, there is success waiting for you. So many people have missed out on their success just because they stayed at the place of disappointment. Listen, brothers and sisters, get back up. The game is not over. The message today is for you to see the way God has made for you. So many people are too quick to talk about the problems they are facing, but they are too slow to remember that God always makes ways of escape for us out of every problem. There is a way, somebody. Don't be blinded by your pain. Don't say you can't do it. Don't pronounce a death sentence on your life. You shall receive a reward if you move past what you can't see.